Hello. So yesterday we started talking about using the area model for division. So I just wanted to post a video to kind of show an example of that. We're going to be doing some more practice today and the rest of the week on this method. And then next week we'll move on to more of the partial quotients method. So let's say that my problem is 573 divided by 4. To set up the area model, I've been teaching the students to just use those same boxes, and sometimes I have them prepared, and sometimes we've just been drawing them, and they've done great with both. But basically, to set things up, we want to put our divisor, which is a 4, out to the side, and then our 573 in the box. I keep telling the kids kind of towards the top because we'll be doing some other work in the box here as well. Then the students have what's called an easy multiple sheet that they can use. Basically, it's just a starting point for them. They can fill in the divisor 4 all the way down the column and figure out easy multiples like 100 times 4 and 50 times 4 and 20 times 4 to get them started with where they need to go in the next step. So basically what I'm asking students to do is to ask themselves, what times 4 could get us close to 573? With that easy multiple sheet, the number 100 is on there. So 100 times 4 is 400. Now, I know there is a way to get closer, but I'm trying to teach students to use those easy multiples with lots of zeros so that they can multiply quickly and easily and almost mentally as they do that. So we'll say 100 is where we'll start with. So the 100 actually goes on top of the box, outside of the box, we've been saying. And then it goes, we would multiply 100 times 4 to get 400. And then the 400, let's see here, would be subtracted from our 573. I know they're not lining up the greatest, but I think you can get the gist of it. And then the students would subtract those two, and their answer would be 173. I keep telling the students that the goal inside of this box after they're done with the subtraction is to either get down to 0 or a number that's less than their divisor of 4. So in this case, 173 is not either of those, so we have to continue on. I've been teaching the students to kind of circle this 173 and draw an arrow because we're going to rewrite 173 at the top of the next box. So now we kind of start over and we say, okay, what can I take times 4 to get me close to 173? And this is where that easy multiple sheet comes in again. After students get really familiar with this, they won't even need that easy multiple sheet, but it's a good place to start. So I'm going to say, okay, well, 40. 40 times 4 gets me close to 173. 40 times 4 is 160. So then I would subtract 173 minus 160. And then my answer would be 13. So then I ask myself, okay, can I stop or do I need to continue? Since 13 is not equal to 0 or less than the divisor 4, I have to continue. So once again, I've been teaching the students to circle the 13, draw an arrow up here to the next box where they put 13. At this point in time, I keep telling them math facts should start kicking in. Okay, what times 4 gets me closest to 13? Maybe even as close as I possibly can get. And so then that would be a 3. So then I would take 4 times 3. And I would subtract my 12. Then my answer would be a 1. At this point in time, 1 is less than our divisor 4, so that means that I can stop. This is where students sometimes are like, okay, well, where does my answer come from? And at the top here, I even have them go ahead and put plus signs, which kind of makes it look a lot like the multiplication area model method. But that's what they're going to do. They're going to add 100 plus 40 plus 3 to get their answer. Let's see here. Let's put it up here. So the answer would be 143. But then I have to remind them about this 1 that's left over, and we call that the remainder. So that is the area model method for division and kind of the first method that we're using to teach division with our students. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.